Hello, my name is Alicia Keaton, Director for the Office of Student Financial Assistance at the University of Central Florida. I'm here today to share some great financial aid information. Let's get started. First, we'll talk about the free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. For our summer 2020 admits, you are strongly encouraged to complete the 2019-2020 FAFSA. It is currently available online at www.fafsa.gov. The last day to complete this FAFSA is June 30th of 2020. So it's very important if you're coming here for summer 2020 that you complete the 2019-2020 FAFSA. And the information that you will include will be your 2017 tax return information. The 2020-2021 FAFSA is currently available. It became available October 1st of 2019, and the FAFSA priority date for our students was December 1st of 2019. But don't despair. If you haven't completed the FAFSA, there's still time to do it. That's your homework assignment. Our UCF federal school code is 003954. The 2020-2021 FAFSA, and trust me, that's a tongue twister for me, is effective for fall 2020, spring 2021, and summer 2021. So if you've completed the 2019-2020 FAFSA, that's not good for the fall. And if you've done the 2020-2021 FAFSA for summer, that's not good. So let's keep it together, people. If you're coming in the summer, you'll do the 2019-2020 FAFSA and the 2020-2021 FAFSA. And for fall only, 2020-2021 FAFSA. Great, now let's move on. The FAFSA is now available on the mobile app. Yes, we are trying to stay current. So you can complete the FAFSA on your mobile phone. So parents and students, you both can do it on your phone. You can save it, then go to your laptop or desktop and complete it, or go right back to your phone and complete it. So it is so easy to do. It does not take as long as it used to take. It is an easy thing to get done. So we encourage you to do it. And again, you can do it on your mobile phone. Now, some of our students, when they complete the FAFSA, they are selected for a review process known as verification. This does not mean that you made a mistake or intentionally are trying to defraud the government. Sometimes they're asking us to just check the accuracy of the information that you provided on the FAFSA. So it's very important that you complete any information and submit all required documents to us in a timely manner. If you are coming for summer 2020, it's important that once you find out that you are required to submit documents to our office, that you do so within 5 to 10 business days of receiving a notification. This information will be also provided to you on your to-do list, but you'll learn more about that during orientation. For the upcoming 2020-2021 academic year, we have a verification document submission priority date of May 30th of 2020. So if you've been requested to submit any documentation to our office, please make sure that you submit that information to us no later than May 30th of 2020 for timely processing. Most of you should have received a financial aid award summary. It was formerly called an award letter, but the Department of Education has asked that we change some of our terminology. That information provides to you basically what we believe you're eligible for if you were to come to UCF. It will include perhaps grants, scholarships, work study, and even loans. Please make sure that you review this information with your parents, students, because I know they were looking for it in the mail, but we don't mail this information to the homes anymore. This information was sent to your email address. So upon reviewing this video, you might want to go check your email account and look for the Financial Aid Award Summary. There's also a link included in the summary that includes a financial aid guide that explains more information than what I'm able to do during this brief presentation. So make sure you check that information out. Now let's move on to Bright Futures. I know you've been waiting, so let's talk about it. The state of Florida, upon your high school commencement, will send you an email notification alerting you about your Bright Futures eligibility. Our institution provided an estimate award on your award summary, but the state will confirm your eligibility. Florida Bright Future academic scholars to qualify must have a 3.5 weighted GPA, a 1290 SAT or 29 ACT score, and 100 hours of community service. The Academic Scholars Award currently covers 100% of tuition and fees, plus $300 for other educational expenses for fall and spring. The Florida Medallion Scholars, they must have a weighted GPA of a 3.0, 1170 SAT or 26 ACT score, and 75 hours of community service. The award will cover 75% of tuition and fees, and regretfully, no additional funding for other educational expenses. There's summer funding for Bright Future recipients, so our academic scholars and our medallion scholars can continue their education beyond fall, spring, and continue to take classes for the summer term. If you are a summer admit, guess what? You too will receive summer funding as an incoming student, and that's a great opportunity that our state is providing to our Bright Future scholars. It's really awesome. You will receive email notifications from the state to inform you of how to activate this and how to notify them of what institution you plan to attend. If you are a summer admit, you will need to tell the state where you plan to attend for the summer and the fall semester, and hopefully it'll be UCF both times. If you're a fall admit, you'll just need to notify us that you're coming in the fall. But all of that information is done online through the state of Florida. Parents, if you have a 529 plan, it can be used to cover tuition and fees, housing, meal plans, books and supplies, study abroad experiences, and other personal miscellaneous expenses your student may have. You will need to contact our Student Account Services Office, which is also our billing office, for how to submit your check in order to cover those expenses. The Financial Aid Office, we do not handle anything with the 529 plan. Now let's get to Florida Prepaid. I know you've been waiting. Our office does not handle the Florida Prepaid plan either. Our Student Account Services Office, again our billing office, they are responsible for handling all Florida Prepaid plans, and they can answer any questions that you may have with regard to the plan. Additional information is located on their website. So I'd like to move quickly to the financial aid timeline. That information is also in our financial award guide, so I encourage you to review it. As I stated earlier, for the upcoming fall semester, the FAFSA became available October 1. The priority date to complete that FAFSA was December 1. And between January and March, we will be sending financial award summaries to our incoming students via email. We will also send notification if you've been selected for verification, if you have outstanding documents to submit to our office, and all that information is sent to the student's email account. So it's very important, students, that you check your email account regularly for this information. Again, during that time, you'll be able to see and click and complete any forms that we've requested from you. Mid-July, at that point in time, we will turn on what we call our self-service. That is when you'll be able to accept, decline, or reduce your work-study awards if you were offered that, or your student loans. So when you receive your award summary, you will not be able to decide what to do with the awards, but mid-July, we will tell you when you can begin accepting or declining any loans or work-study. In August, you will come, you will move in, and at that point, once classes begin, then we'll be able to disperse aid to you. Disbursements occur electronically. You don't need to do anything to tell us to do that. We will take care of that for you. And then if there's anything left over, the student is then given a refund. Students, you will not be responsible for taking your financial aid and paying your charges. The university will do that for you on your behalf. So let's go into a little bit about financial aid missteps. I don't like to call them mistakes, but I like to say they're missteps. The number one misstep that financial aid students make, if you can believe it, you don't include your social security number on your admissions application. And the reason why is because without your social security number, we can't access the Florida Prepaid plan. We match that by your name, date of birth, and social security number. So then the billing office, they can't find you and they can't activate it and bill appropriately. Bright Futures, the state of Florida and the university, we match you by your name, date of birth, and guess what? Your social security number. And if we can't do that, the funds will stay in Tallahassee. And last but not least, the FAFSA. We download your FAFSA based upon your name, date of birth, and guess what? Your social security number. So if you haven't done that with admissions, trust me, admissions has been sending you notifications to request that information from you. So it's very important that you include your Social Security number on your admissions application or provide admissions with a copy of your Social Security card. Missing the FAFSA or scholarship application deadlines. You miss out on many financial opportunities to help support you as you become a student here and move through the process. Submitting incomplete or incorrect documents. If you leave things blank on a form, we can't process the form. If you submit the wrong form, let's say you submitted your 2017 taxes and we're asking for 2018. It's very important that you submit correct, thoroughly completed forms and the correct information. Submitting documents to the incorrect office. Sometimes you're submitting residency information to the financial aid office when it's the admissions office asking. So it's really important you look at who's requesting the information and get the information to the appropriate office. Waiting too close to the start of the term to complete the financial aid process, that's never a good move. We want you to have a wonderful, wonderful start of your college experience. And in order to do that, you have to give us time to process work. Sometimes the documents you submit, we have to ask for additional information because what you provided wasn't clear. If you start the process too late, you're not giving us enough time to get everything done so that you can have a timely disbursement of aid. And that's not the experience we want our students to have. Ignoring emails, phone calls, or text messages. We know that you receive a lot of information, but it's very important that you stay on top of phone calls and text messages and emails. We're sending you information that's really critical so that you have your information and your financial aid on time. So please make it a habit of checking those things, okay, and following through. Not asking questions. We know what we ask for is sometimes confusing. Feel free to ask questions. We need you to understand the why so that you can do it correctly the first time. Not knowing the renewal requirements for your scholarships. If you have been offered an admission scholarship, please review the information from the undergraduate admissions office. It shares with you what GPA you need to have and how many hours you need to complete to renew the scholarship. Bright Futures also shares that information with you. So it's very important that you keep that in a very safe place and you follow up with the right offices to ensure that you're meeting the expectations to renew your scholarship. Not maintaining a copy of information you provide to the office. Students never ever give us the only copy of your tax return. You need to make a photocopy of that information and provide it to our office, okay? Because many of our offices, we shred information. So if that was your only copy, it might get shredded. And last but not least, not taking responsibility for learning this process. You watching this video shows me that you are definitely ready to start your college experience and you're going to take full responsibility to become experts on everything there is to know about being a college student. So we're almost done, but let's talk about reasons to apply on time. Well, when you apply on time, you get maximum consideration for aid that our office is providing to students. You will receive a more comprehensive financial aid package that you can look at. You can also identify any problems very early on and we can address them quickly. Again, submitting paperwork months before the process begins. Going back to my May 30th priority date, that gives us time to process your work and gives you an opportunity to have a timely disbursement. And most importantly, it gives you a stress-free transition into college for both the students and parents. Now, I saved the best for last on this video. How does Florida Prepaid Plan and Bright Futures work? Ms. Keaton, I don't understand. Well, let me make it really easy for you. The Florida Prepaid Plan will be applied first. You don't have a choice. Student Account Services will apply those funds first based on the plan that you purchased. From there, Bright Futures will then be applied. If the tuition has fully been paid, the amount of the Bright Futures is not reduced. If you are an academic scholar, 100% tuition and fees, that amount will disperse. And if you are a medallion scholar, 75% of the Bright Futures will disperse. It can be applied to the remaining tuition and fees, if any are owed, on-campus housing, meal plans, books and supplies, and if all charges have been satisfied, it can be refunded to the student. Now, how do you contact our office? Well, our office hours currently For fall spring term, Monday and Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. You may contact us by phone at 407-823-2827. Our email address is finaid@ucf.edu. Our website is finaid.ucf.edu. And we're located in Milliken Hall in room 107. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope what I've shared has been helpful to you. And go Knights, charge on!